Good morning and welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. Today's episode is going to be titled 10 Reasons Sober People Are Attractive. If you think you have to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol to be beautiful, to be amazing, to be awesome, to be attractive, you are wrong. I will give you 10 reasons why you, as a sober person, can be attractive. The first shout out is to Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. You can find him at 516-485-2741, 516-485-2741. You can also find him on the web at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's ODYSSEYCONSULTANT.org. Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach, as am I, a life coach, as am I. He has over 30 years experience. He has helped so many people, and he can help you or your loved one. If you know anyone that is battling with substance abuse that is truly seeking help, you give him a call at 516-485-2741. That's Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. Give a shout out to globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. Hundreds of folks have called me from my audience to talk to me about this brand new program that was launched about 2 weeks ago, the Home Trial Program. What that is that you pick the frames that you like, hit the little icon that says Home Trial, pay 50% of the value of that frame, have it sent to your home. You're going to open the box, take the frames out, take the label that's in there, the return label, not a shipping label with postage, but it's a shipping label. You need to absorb the postage. Try the frames on in front of your mirror. Try the frames on in front of your friends and family. Pick the ones you like to have a prescription put in. Send the other ones back that you don't like, and you'll get a 100% refund for those. Once you have picked out the glasses that you do like, we at Global Eyeglasses, or they at Global Eyeglasses, can put progressives, transitions, photochromatics, line bifocals, thinner lenses called high index, night driving coating called anti-reflecting coating, UV coating, anti-scratch coating, polarized sunglasses, tinted sunglasses, all available on the frames that you like most, and you can have that put in. If you don't want to try the home trial program, you can still just go to www.globaleyeglasses.com, pick the frame you like, order the lenses you want, and within a few weeks, you'll have your glasses at home. Perfect timing for the summer. Get those glasses right now at www.globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money, and I am focused on helping you with your order, like I have done for over 115 so far. Call me at 631-599-0218. Text me at that same number, or you can call my hotline at 844-405-HELP. You might even have an issue with addiction. So you might call me and say, Ralph, I need help with my drinking, but while I have you on the phone, can you help me with my glasses? And I'll be more than happy to do that. www.globaleyeglasses.com, where they are focused on saving you money. Folks, the moment is here. 10 reasons why sober people are also attractive. There are numerous reasons that sobriety and sober people are very attractive and can be sexy. Here are my top 10. 2 years ago, I would never thought that sober people were appealing. I certainly looked in the mirror and I never thought I was appealing looking. At all. That's exactly 2 years ago, I would have never thought that anybody sober was appealing at all, whatsoever. Crazy, yes. Impressive, yes. But attractive, not so much. After all, there was nothing attractive about someone who couldn't get wasted with me. What fun was that? Zero fun. That's what. 2 years later, my thoughts have done a complete 180. Yes, this is largely due to my own sobriety, but there's more to that. I've come to realize that there's a calmness surrounding people who are strong with their sobriety, a certainty in who they are and what they stand for, a sense of serenity, if you will. There are numerous reasons that sobriety and sober people are very attractive people. Number one on my list is, and I say we because I am one of those sober people and I find myself attractive. We know who we are and what we need. If sobriety teaches us anything, it's who we really are, not who we wish we were through drugs and alcohol. We learn what our strengths are, what our weaknesses are, why we act and react of what we do. As someone who really truly knows these parts of himself, the good and the bad, we are likely to better off than we were while we were abusing drugs and alcohol. Number two on my list, we are intentional in our words and actions. No drunken midnight texts come from this gentleman right here. I don't need to do that anymore. No slips of the lips. Don't need to cover up lie after lie. Nope, everything we express is genuine and intentional. Well, maybe not everything, but for the most part, not being under the influence of drugs and alcohol greatly increases our ability to be aware of what we are saying or doing. It also allows us to realize that when we should avoid saying or doing certain things. This awareness is a good thing. We mean what we say, and we say what we do. Number three, we appreciate the little things. I can only speak for myself, but there's something enlightening about recovery. It's like all the little beauties in the world become magnified. Everything seems so much more incredible, so much clearer, so much more awesome or inspiring. I studied in college, and all I thought about was drinking. And this was my first 2 years in college, and it was upstate where the beauty was all around me. The mountains, the trees, the sky. Yet, the beauty of the Jack Daniels bottle was more impressive to me. This is what I'm talking about, how you start appreciating the little things of life. I mean, nothing would have been the same had I still been drinking. The experience would have been just another blur in my life of drinking. I wish now I was going back 30 years where I could go to college and appreciate all those little things I missed due to my drinking. Instead, I have revealed in every moment and never felt more alive like I do today. That's one hell of a good feeling. Number four, we know how to stand up and get up after being knocked down. Every addict, including myself, has a bottom that likely seemed like the end, has hit a bottom that is likely like the end of the world. But that is because life as we knew it wasn't the most appealing. At the time of my bottom, I didn't think I would ever be happy again, more or less not even thinking I would ever want to live again. I had no motivation to get better, but I got out of bed and went to my job day after day, looking forward to 5 o'clock. And eventually I realized life was pretty damn great after I hit rock bottom and started doing the same routines, only without the alcohol. Life has become better. I was on my feet once again, even though I didn't think I would ever be. Addicts are tough, and we can get through anything with a little elbow grease. We have to be tough, because having a disease as alcoholism or substance abuse or drug addiction is a battle like any other disease you need to fight to live. Number five, we can and will admit our faults. Reference step 10 of the 12-step program. A large part of the addict's recovery program is coming to terms with the fact that we are not, in fact, perfect. We have screwed up a lot in our past, and we will continue to do so in our future. The difference being that we are now aware of it, and we will do our best to amend our wrong. Number 6 on my list. We remember last night. Seriously, you can take us out. We will sober cab, and we will even tell you all the idiotic things that you said the night before. We might even have photo documentations, and that's a little joke there. Number 7, we are honest. People always say to me, Ralph, you are so transparent. You speak of your past with conviction. Folks, I speak of my past to you to hopefully open your eyes and realize that yes, you can change and you can make a difference. My past mistakes are your future highlights to never make those mistakes. A large part of recovery is honesty, not only to ourselves but to other people. I don't know a single person who does not value honesty, who does not find it attractive quality in a person. I don't know of any person that would rather have a person live in deception. Although honesty can sometimes be hurtful, it is better quality than dishonesty, and probably less harmful in the long run. Number 8, we likely care about our health and physical appearances more while sober. It's a solid bet that while using, our body showed it in one way or another. That being said, sobriety has made us more aware of our physical appearance and how it reflects our inner appearance. Not to mention, working out is a great outlet in sobriety. Number 9, our financial situation is more stable, and that is so true. But in all seriousness, someone who has stopped using is probably much more stable financially than they were when they were spending their money on drugs and alcohol day after day. Even if drugs or alcohol miraculously did not have a negative impact on a person's financial situation, it is still highly likely that the money is currently going to better use, like maybe paying your bills, or if you're a college student, utilizing on books and college tuition and not taking loans, because those college loans that you think might be taken for books and tuition are in fact going into your system and hurting you. Number 10, we just have our life together. That's all there is to it. Once we get sobriety, everything else falls into place, or at least becomes manageable. And I'd venture to say that is much more attractive than a life that is daily and one of those shows like Jerry Springer, Bill Cunningham, or Steve Wilkos, where the person talks about constantly doing drugs and alcohol and how it has affected their life today. Folks, these are the 10 reasons why people are more attractive. There are numerous reasons that sobriety and sober people are beautiful people. Here are the top 10 quickly once more. We know who we are and what we need. Number 1, if sobriety teaches us anything, it's who we really are and not what we wish we were. People that get drunk, people that do drugs, wish they are a total different person than who they really are. In sobriety, you look in the mirror and you say, I like what I see. I like who I am. Number 2, we are intentional in our words and actions. No drunken midnight texts come from this person right here. No slip of the lips. Nope, everything we express is genuine and intentional. Well, maybe not everything, but for the most part, not being under the influence of drugs and alcohol greatly increases our ability to be aware of what we are saying and doing. Very important. Number 3, we appreciate the little things in life. Folks, when I got more and more involved in my drinking, my first 2 years in college was upstate New York in beautiful Sullivan County. Catskill galore. You look around you and you see beautiful mountains, beautiful trees. Nature is abundant. However, being that I was always drinking, I didn't appreciate those things. I appreciated my bottle of whatever my choice was, Jack Daniels, whiskey, whatever, more than anything in the world. That's why I am here to tell you that you appreciate the little things in sobriety. I can only speak for myself, but there's something enlightening about recovery. It's like all the little beauties in the world become magnified. That's how I enjoy things today. Number 4 on my list, we know how to stay up after being knocked out. How many times have you been knocked down during your alcohol binges and stayed down? Every addict, including myself, has a bottom that likely seemed like the end of life as we knew it, and it was a terrible feeling. But that is because life as we knew it was not a good life. At that time of my bottom, I didn't think I would ever be happy again. Yet, here I am today, happy and go lucky, and very much praising God for the fact that I don't have to worry about drinking. I didn't think I would ever be happy again. I had no motivation to get better, but I got out of bed, still went and did my job just to start my drinking habit all over again. Now I do the same, except for without the alcohol, and I wake up sober, no hangover. Number 5, we can and will admit our faults. Reference step 10 of the 12-step program. A large part of an addict's recovery program is coming to terms with the fact that we are not, in fact, perfect. We have screwed up a lot in our past and will continue to do so. The difference is that now when we screw up, we know to make amends right away and not wait to get to a 12-step program again and start all over. Number 6, we remember last night. Seriously, you can take us out. We will sober cab. We will get home. We will not drive drunk because we are not drunk. And we will even tell you about the idiotic things that you, who tagged along with us, might have said, and we might have even taken pictures to show you. Number 7, we are honest. A large part of recovery is honesty, not only with ourselves but also with others. I don't know a single person who does not value honesty or does not find it as an attractive quality in a person. Although honesty sometimes can be hurtful, it is better quality than dishonesty and probably less harmful in the long run. Number 8, we likely care about health and physical appearance more now than ever. It is a solid bet that while using, our body showed signs of drug and alcohol abuse one way or another. That being said, sobriety has made us more aware of our physical appearance and how it reflects our inner appearance. Not to mention, working out is a great outlet in sobriety. Number 9, our financial situation is more stable. Although maybe you were rich enough to afford the drugs and alcohol, well, it didn't have an impact, a visual impact in your financial situation. Now that money, being that you're in sobriety, that you're in recovery, can be utilized for more important things, for better things. Now you don't have to take college loans for tuition and fees to pay for your alcohol and drugs and not get those books and drop out of college. And now you don't have to pay those loans back. Number 10, we just have our life together. That's all there is to it, folks. Once we get sobriety, everything else falls into place, at least becomes manageable in our lives. And I venture to say that this can be much more attractive than the old life you used to have. Folks, if you are truly seeking sobriety and you want to learn how to recover day by day, 24 hours at a time, get a hold of Larry Geis at the Geis Academy at 516-485-2741. Go on Google and type in www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's odysseyconsultant.org. Larry Geis will help you step by step. He, like myself, will ask you this right now. Give us 24 hours of sobriety today. Just 24 hours, just today. And I promise you, tomorrow automatically is a better day for you. You might say, how, Ralph? Well, you'll wake up with no hangover. You'll remember what you did today. And then you repeat that pattern over and over and over, 24 hours at a time. And if 24 hours seems like a long time, break it up into 3 8-hours or 4 6-hours. Or break it up to every hour. Go shoot for 1 more hour of sobriety each and every time. You can do it. Because if you remember this, that a sober today, I promise you, will give you a better tomorrow. That I promise you. And if you start thinking positive in your life, all your positive thoughts will turn into positive results. All the changes that I speak of, each and every show that I do, all only happen with a lot of work on your end, and all in very small steps. You might not see changes right away, but the changes are coming your way, but you need to do the work. What you put in, you get out. It's like raising children. It's what you put into your children is what you're going to get out of your children. If you smoke, drink, use profanity in front of your children, this is what your children will probably grow up to do the same. Because your children look at you as their hero, as the role model. So what you put into your sobriety program is what you're going to get out of it. Start helping other people with the same issues is a great tool in living in sobriety, in living with recovery. This is a tool that will give you sobriety 24/7. If you find a passion like I have in creating websites, daily video shows, going out in the streets and interviewing people and talking to people, going to the churches, witness to them how sobriety has given you a new lease on life, that information will rub off on one person or another sooner or later. Merely just going to a meeting once a day for an hour, hour and a half, I feel, and this is just my opinion, is not a good enough way to live in sobriety. You need to breathe sobriety, live sobriety 24/7. It is so easy to go out and reach out and help other people that might be suffering from alcohol and drug disease. But you have to do the work. This is the work, I'm telling you. You will see changes when you put work into your program. Whatever program it might be. My program is my own program. I have, for 2 years, been sober within my own program. And that is to reach out into your living room, into your kitchen, into the homeless shelters, into the jails, into the churches. That is my program, to go out and tell people my story. And my program works for me. Your program, whatever you might design, might work for you. And if it doesn't, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to work with you in designing what or figuring out what your passion is to help others. Remember karma. Remember that when you do good for others, good things will happen to you. Promise you. Give me 24 hours of sobriety today. Don't prolong it like so many people and say tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come for some of us. There are people right now, as you and I sitting here, that are breathing for the last time, closing their eyes for the last time. Did they have a chance for change? If you're actually hearing my voice and you're visually seeing me, you still have a chance right now to say, Ralph, I want to change. Reach for your higher power. Ask for guidance and direction. Start today. Folks, I hope to God each and every one in my audience has the best day of their lives, but more importantly, I hope and I pray that you all, and I mean all in my audience, have a sober day today. And may God bless you.